Hello there everyone and welcome back to Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. We got ourselves a Shadowhawk to at least bolster our roster, although last episode was definitely quite costly for me since my fire starter and my general were heavily mangled due to a little bit of bad decision making on my part and of course really bad AI pathing, excuse me there, which promptly got this fire starter killed. So I'm in the process of trying to replace all the weapons, and sadly, I only have 2 small lasers currently, so I'm going to need to buy a couple more before this fire starts ready to get back into the swing of things. But my roster otherwise, like I said, is still looking very promising. And we have a bit of a journey on our hands while I'm making some fine tuning and re-equipping everything. Since this Shadowhawk is going to take at least 30 days, I believe. Actually, can I see here? Work orders, yeah. Where is it? Stampede, the Shadowhawk, is getting completely refitted with its weaponry, including an autocannon 10, so it's going to be pretty damn similar to what my Dragon and my Centurion currently have, on top of the ridiculous amount of armor it's going to have. And Barrage here, which one's Barrage? Oh, that's the fire starter. That is self-explanatory there, but everything else is in good shape, so I'll probably be using them for my upcoming missions. And the tweaks I am making, the Centurion's removing the burst fire autocannon to get the regular one again. Jenner is, I don't think there's any tweaks there. Phoenix Hawk, I'm sticking with that. And I don't think I made any tweaks to the Dragon. It's hard to remember off the top of my head because even when I click on this, it's not going to show me a list. But I do have them all painted. I have them different colors. The idea is mainly to make it easier to distinguish for you, the YouTube viewer, ideally at least. Since YouTube likes to, well, not really YouTube alone, but any video I post online does have slightly degraded quality and a little more blurriness, especially when I'm doing frantic moving or turning the camera a lot. So the color differentiation is supposed to help distinguish which mech is which. As we begin our preparations forward, and I actually didn't need to come up here. I just did it because of habit, I suppose. And because you get a nice view of the mech crew as well, or the mech bay. Otherwise, we have a long trip ahead of us. I have to go to Hesian. And we got a couple of high value missions as well as more conflict zones. So I am going to take my time before doing the next story mission. Try and get a little bit extra profit. And we'll see where it goes from there. Because I think I'm going to take the detour to Barstow to grab this high reward quest. And depending on what this one is on Runel, I'll do that as well. Never mind all these other missions like these multiple operation missions, because it never hurts to build up my reputation, to cut down on possible downtime, where I may be waiting to get access to next story mission. Shipping route established. Oh, is that's probably just means that I discovered a new industrial zone area. I saw it said shipping route discovered at first, so I got a little bit confused there. But that was like 10 days or so. I think it was roughly 10 days. No, that was enough. That was like 20 days. So most of my crew is ready. Let's see what's on this plan for missions, I suppose. Defense support and invasion support, so I think it's self-explanatory I want to help Davion since I have good reputation with them. And Katrina, I'm going to have to do a lot of work if I want to get on their good side anyway. So let's have a look. House Katrina continues to embrace their unquenchable appetite for conquest, threatening the lives of millions of innocents. The great House Davion is looking to enlist the service of an agile, effective strike force to lead a cunning counterattack behind Katrina lines. While we have light mechs, we are seeking a mercenary company who would agree to undertake an objective raid in enemy territory. If the strike goes well, we may have additional contracts to offer. Warning, accepting this will affect the availability of the other one. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. So we'll grab this and we have to go to Madar. So hopefully that's not a big detour. It's a bit of a detour. Not a significant one, but I knew I would have to go to Katrina territory anyway, just because of the nature of what we're doing. So hopefully this won't, let's see, this is just a standard raid. And if I remember correctly, raid is like multiple points, and we just have to destroy a handful of objectives quickly. So something all around is going to be pretty good. It's going to burn a lot of time, of course, but every single one of my mechs are at least now operational. And it won't hopefully go as bad as the demolition. That's kind of the mission I was doing, where my fire starter and my generator got horribly destroyed and mangled. Thankfully, it wasn't anything that caused any permanent losses, at least. My pilot survived. It's a difficulty 27. That's going to be scary. But the rewards, of course, are big. Because, was it? The highest I did so far was 21, maybe 22. So I'm definitely able to handle this. I want to say, at least. And apparently I'm a hero, so I get a lot of boosting potential here. Although I can't get a medium mech with this, so I feel like I can't get a medium mech since what, a spider was 7? A generator or something like that might be 10. So I think I may want to cut that down some. And how many negotiation points do I have? Because I might throw one more into armor, the insurance. Hard to say, hard to say. If I take my time, maybe I can mitigate the damage, but again, the AI are a little bit uncertain. But I think we'll go with this, and we have 200 tons, so I'm not going to be able to go full heavy force. But we do have a dragon. It's mobile enough, 81 kilometers, faster than my Centurion. And we have, yeah, currently I have 25 extra tons to throw on. Oh, you don't have ammo. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. The Phoenix Hawk is incredibly fast and nimble, so I may take that. Do I want the Jaeger mech? Probably not. It is a little bit slower, but the same speed as my actual, yeah, that's too heavy for one. So, second guess on that. I could get a... Well, I already have a medium mech. I'm just trying to play around with this, see what I can get away with on size. Since I can't get the Shadowhawk, alas, the Shadowhawk is missing ammo, which... And it goes 81 kph. It's actually... It's perfect for what I might have in mind here. They were asking for a hit-and-run type of maneuver. I'm just missing out on ammo, apparently. So I'm going to have to tweak this a bit. Oh yeah, because I have half a ton of SRM ammo, but never bothered to get the autocan ammo. So what I think I might do is throw off the heatsink for that ammo, and we'll see how much time that takes. Where's my ammo? There we are. So 40 shots, I gotta keep that in mind. That might be a bit of a burden if I'm not careful here. Since I'm so used to my Centurion with its 2 tons of ammo. But the armor and the speed is definitely ridiculous. Since I think the Centurion was like 240, 280, somewhere in that area. It's 4 days though. So I may fine-tune this mech a little bit more, with that said. And I don't think speed is that essential as they're making it sound. But it definitely will be important once we start gaining their attention, I guess. Now, I'm just trying to figure out how it can get away with a little bit extra tonnage. Yeah, the Phoenix Hawk can easily be upgraded to Shadowhawk, but I'd rather not burn more time, ideally. And that's too heavy, alas. So this is pretty good otherwise. What's your skills? You're 5, 4, 2, 1, so you still need to build up your damage reduction skills, but... And I have another pilot, don't I? Yes, I do, and you're ready to go, and you're primarily energy weapon based, so... I see, and you could still level up your skills a bit. So we'll throw you in there, Zapata. I would like to try and have them kind of fit them towards their own iconic or key style and mechs, but that's not a huge issue. Like Freeman here, I want to level up his ballistic skills since he is basically my best possible sniper, or at least a gunner at least, once these skills get trained up. Although Freeman has his choice of pretty much anything he wishes, I guess, at the same time. So I think we're looking good. Not much else to do unless I want to swap out as a Centurion. That might be the exception here. And I do need to get rid of this LRM 10 stream, since I'm just realizing it's a tier 0 as well. But let's take our time. There are going to be occasional enemies just spawning on me as I progress, but it shouldn't be endless waves from what I know.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Hmm.
Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Isn't the game kind of quiet there?
Reactor online.
Alright, that's a little bit better.
Sensors online.
I think I may have turned it down
Online.
in general, but it seems quieter on my
All
end.
systems nominal.
Back when you were a kid, dreaming of taking part in the epic Curie to Davion conflict, I bet you never thought it would be like this. We've been tasked with destroying this system's water purification plant. Doing so will come at a significant economic cost to the Draconis Combine, and will likely weaken their position in the war.
Target.
Is it me or my weaponry not making audio now?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Huh, let me check audio here. This is weird. No, everything's maxed out, so... I know I did turn down some. I think that was due to stream, but why am I not hearing game sounds or my guns? I apologize if that was a little bit louder. Okay, I hear stuff now. Nope.
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
Yeah, I gotta remember who's who.
Location.
Keep them at
Target
range.
destroyed.
Acquired.
Holding a designated position.
And let's... Oh,
Target acquired.
we got a locust. That's not a big threat. Now... Now stop trying to hide behind my dragon. I didn't tell anyone to focus on this, so they hopefully are clearing out anything else.
Enemy destroyed.
They are going after my legs, though, apparently.
Target destroyed.
So that's pretty much everything cleared there. I am out in the open, but these short-range vehicles aren't a big threat. And
Target destroyed.
yeah, my audio is now working. I just don't know why it wasn't working before. I missed that shot. But we got objectives now.
Target destroyed.
How's everyone looking health-wise? Dragon took a lot of damage.
Moving, Commander.
Oh, I guess we are getting reinforcements.
Target destroyed.
So maybe I'm wrong there. We're gonna have to start progressing forward, I guess.
Navigating. Holding at your waypoint.
Alright, right now I am at a complete loss to saw for some weird reason, so let's just get everyone down here. So maybe I'm wrong, that maybe I could take my time, because there's urban mechs now.
Target acknowledged.
Urban mech, let's steal a few.
Destroyed.
They seem to be... Maybe they just spawn are now arriving. That's a possibility too. Just gotta keep an eye on health
Target destroyed.
and all that and deal with these guys.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Yep, because they are just keep coming, so I am wondering if maybe I'm wrong with still being a limited amount of units.
Target
I
acquired.
got it. Relocating to indicated grid.
Alright, so let's start destroying stuff then. So I know it's supposed to be a more difficult mission. I'm just uncertain of my what kind of shape I am right now. If I am actually going to be pretty screwed.
Target acquired.
Let's get that thing.
Yep, aiming for my arm, that's no surprise. I don't want to lose that arm easily. So let's get them do the work. One more hit in the legs. No, as soon as I turn now, you want to shoot me.
Shared target identified.
Up there goes my autocan, so yeah, this is a promising start, isn't it?
Target acquired.
Focus target received, Commander. Found another one.
Yeah, can't hit him, and the dragon's taking a lot of damage, so...
Repositioning, Commander.
Acquired.
Yeah!
More tanks, more vehicles, so let's try.
Location.
Get these guys in here. Dragon is the one that needs to be hit then, since it took the most damage so far. Which is kind of nice at least that the dragon's taking most of the damage. Oh, that's a turret. Okay, I was wondering why it didn't move.
Waypoint.
Target destroyed.
So we're probably spending a little bit too much time here. Let's get moving. This is half the objective still, at least, so there is that.
Yeah! Relocating to your order, Commander.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty small map because the other objectives are right here. No wonder it was so much.
Target acquired.
Still bitter that the arm had to get sniped down so quickly. But they could have been more skilled pilots, so they're more strict on what they're aiming
Got
at.
it. Holding at your waypoint.
Destroyed.
Oh, so I did manage to lock onto it.
Target destroyed.
Alright, let's clean up everything here.
Oscar Mike. On the move.
Hug along the wall there, fellas.
Target is down.
For some reason I thought we still had so much more left to do, but we're actually in decent shape.
Your designated
That might explain why there was so much. It's such a lot smaller map than what
holding at
I kind of expected with the travel time. So we're just about done with this mission with that said. Did lose my autocan arm, which is a burden, annoyance. But these are like the only two objectives left to destroy, I think.
On the move. Moving, Commander.
Target acquired.
I gotta really remember which one is which mech, because I hit F2 first for the dragon, I think. I want the Phoenix Hawk to take point with his armor. This is what happens when I'm not doing Mechwarrior 5 on a daily basis, I suppose. I have to relearn everything.
Destroyed.
Holding at nav point.
Especially since I haven't got a routine figured out yet.
Target acquired.
Target destroyed.
An autocan 2 turret, that's kind of scary. Because it can actually shoot at decent range. Oh, I saw small lasers while I was shooting.
Target acquired.
I don't see targets on the minimap, so I'm wondering. Come on, you could shoot it, right? I guess the minimum range is actually specifically 200 meters. I thought maybe it was like 180 meters or 190. And I did get hit, dang it. They're taking a lot of hits. Am I even shooting at the right building?
Target
There we go.
neutralized. Alright. There goes this planet's only source of fresh water. Hopefully, the Curitan government will be compelled to pay high prices for off-world aqua. Otherwise, a lot of civvies are gonna go thirsty. I gotta say, for people who value nobility and justice, these Davions are certainly devious.
Yeah, a little bit, don't you think?
Destroyed.
But that's war for you at the same time. So let's get this done and minimize the damage further, because I still feel really bad about having to lose this dang autocan so early. At least what feels like to be so early.
Moving to requested
Hey
grid,
Freeman,
Commander.
you're just gonna hang back and cover our asses.
Holding at location.
At least the two tanky mechs took all the hits. That's the one plus there. I just figured we could have dragged it out a little bit longer. Again, I didn't realize that map would have been so small that we'd be on top of all the objectives, and I could have just literally shot at all the objectives while on the high ground there. Which is probably my biggest failing, if I were to be honest. It probably would have saved a lot of damage potential. And a lot of the reason why I shouldn't go out in the open too, because it's so easy for several targets to hit me at once. So now that we got the rough mission out of the way, which was still an amazing success, let's improve on that and make the rest of this pretty damn effective. So an autocan 10, tier 0 though. And I can get a mech for 700,000-ish. And I already got plenty of autocan 2, so it's strictly for selling. If I want to grab anything. What's value looking? Just autocan 10, I suppose, and even then it's not that much more valuable compared to the shares for these autocan 2s. I am low on medium lasers, and there are a couple small lasers which I want as well for my fire starter. So 600,000, was it 660,000 worth of damage? So, and that was strictly from my arm, wasn't it? Since I don't think the dragon took anything serious, and Jenner and Phoenix Hawk still have armor. Yeah, it was all in my autocan basically. That cost so much, and it seemed like it got shot down so damn quickly at that. So now, that is out of the way. Part 2 of Davion's support. And we have an intriguing offer. Oh, that's how's Katrina there. So we could actually choose to switch sides, as weird as it sounds. I think. Freelancer, we are pleased with your strike against Katrina facility. Against the Katrina facility. During this last mission, we discovered the location of a Katrina High Commander, who we believe is directly plotting against us. We request you destroy, or we request you continue in our employ, and eliminate the target with prejudice. So I have plenty of mechs available. I don't need to repair and just yet. So I could sort of keep going outside repairing the mechs that are only lightly damaged. 7 days and 50,000. How about a dragon? Yep, you are perfectly fine. There's just internal damage that's costing me. And that's going to be 18 days, so that's easily, I want to say, going to be covered by the travel time. And we'll hang on to the Centaurian repairs for now. Because I'm hoping... Yeah, I'm hoping the ammo gets put back on, or gets put on in time. Yeah, Stampede is already all set to go, so that is my Shadowhawk, so I could probably switch over to that and have a little bit extra armor, and more speed at that. Unless I want to take the dragon. Davion Borderlands discovered. I wonder what that was referenced to. I want to have a look at that and see what just got discovered from that move, or jumping over to the system. So, well, I don't know about Davion, but it looks like we found a industrial hub for Katrina, or the Katirans, anyway. So let's see about this mission and watch for the difficulty again. That felt rough, and justifiably so. It's another high difficulty mission. Difficulty 27, and it's just an assassination this time around. Although salvage does not look very promising for me. I kind of want to hold back on that a bit. I would like enough salvage for a possible light mech, but there's not enough for like a medium or anything like that. So I think I'm okay here. The 15th Dairon regulars represent a huge obstacle to our current plans for gaining a firm foothold in the Dairon military district. 2nd Battalion is blindly devoted to their commander, Taisa Saito, who has been rumored to be contracting mercenary forces for nefarious purposes of his own, slipping behind enemy lines and eliminating 2nd Battalion's commander. Okay. And preferably as many of his command staff as possible. Oh yeah, they're talking about me. I'm all sorts of thrown off for some weird reason today. I wonder why. Let's try this line again. Slipping behind enemy lines and eliminating 2nd Battalion's commander, and preferably as many of his command staff as possible, will break the battalion's morale and shatter the 15th. that's the plan, because these other missions, I think, yeah, I'm facing off against Davion if I want to ruin my positive rating with House Davion that I've built up so far. So that should be pretty good. 1 million pay right off the bat. I really want to be optimistic and say I don't want 2 points of insurance, but I have to play efficiently for that to really matter. So we'll do that as like a challenge to at least perform. So I think I'm going to take the Shadowhawk this time. This is assassination, so I can throw in the Jägermech this time, I think. We'll see how the tonnage looks out. Actually, I need to swap around. So 200 tons, perfect. Perfect max there. Actually, I want... Yeah, part of my problem with remembering which hotkeys which is my frontliners need... I'm trying to have my frontline or tanky mech over in as the first lance mate. So let's switch them around to make that a little bit easier. Jägermech long range fire support will be the 4th group, and then Jenner for firepower will be here. A lot of cogs to still figure out, and I gotta remember I do not have L-arms on this thing, so it can be a bit of a burden. I'm gonna rely a lot on my Jägermech to do the work for me, so at least at range. So positioning and taking my time should hopefully be key, since who knows how many of those squads we're going to be activating. So the smart thing I should do is not go the direct route. Just try and circle around a long way, so hopefully that doesn't activate nearly as many enemies we have to fight, since it is based on where we move that triggers them.
Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Let's give this
Reactor
Shadowhawk a run.
online.
A test run, shall
online. Weapons
we?
online.
It should play out almost exactly
All systems
like the
nominal.
Centurion with more missiles.
Time to get our hands dirty. Your target is Taisar Richard Sato, a nasty fellow. He's as revered by his subordinates as he is feared by his foes. Prepare for him to be well protected.
So we're just going to take the long way around. So there seems like there's a path here just over on my left. Okay, I was worried maybe that was a dropship coming on us there. Hey, Phoenix Hawk, I'll let you go up front, or at least start to come up with me. And once we get the high ground, that's going to be amazing for my Jägermech. And this is good incentive to keep the night vision for the time being. So autocan group 1, I never did bother to customize the weapon groups, so it's good to see that they are effective.
On the move.
And that is an Igor. Autocan 4 Igor.
Target
There,
destroyed.
you are down.
Target acquired.
Freeman.
Moving, Commander.
Oh, that's not Freeman.
Moving. At requested location.
I thought you were Freeman because you were the one that I put on the Jenner before Freeman.
Target destroyed.
That was a good hit.
On station. Holding at your waypoint.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, so... Ow, what just hit me?
Target destroyed.
Oh. It was you, bugger.
Holding an nav point.
Acquired.
So Spider, you come on down. Gonna have a tricky time hitting with my SRMs a little bit, but damage is pretty good so far. Just gotta watch for what's hitting us,
Acquired.
or how the damage readout is.
Heading to location.
And I have 31 shots, that's another factor. I have a lot less ammo than I would otherwise.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh god, they got another one. Our damage looks good so far, but
Relocating to
get back down here, will you please?
I got it. Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, and that's part of the reason why you should have stayed down here, because who knows how much damage that thing would have done to you. So that's smoother already. We just lack our high ground. Our vantage point to start engagement. Start our engagement, because right now, this position doesn't really give us anything besides more damage. So how can I use this to my advantage? There is that pathway on the left that's straight. It's a straightaway, so maybe my Jägermech can use that quite decently. If I could bait them to me, that is.
Target destroyed.
Since first impression so far, I'm burning more ammo and taking damage than it probably is necessary. It is more salvage though. But it is a higher position, so I take that back. The base, the objective is still higher ground. And where's my Jägermech? You're hanging back quite a notable amount. Which scares me a bit, if I were to be honest. But so far, this looks promising.
It seems like the ownerless Deviant swine have
Okay.
hired a lonely mercenary to assassinate me behind the
We found the
front
target.
line.
That's a
It is
plus.
a shameful move, but I look forward to the challenge. Holding at your waypoint.
New target acquired.
We at least found our target.
At the waypoint?
Now, hopefully they can start taking their shots on this guy. Gotta keep in mind,
I got it.
Phoenix Hawk,
Repositioning, Commander.
start backing up. Let someone else take hopefully some of these shots. Oh, that's the Jenner taking hits.
On my way. Engaging Tango.
Acquired.
Oops, that wasn't what I want, but okay. I accidentally told everyone to engage the spider. Which thankfully is working out decently.
Maneuvering to your 6.
Jenner, get back, please. I noticed you're taking some hits.
New target acquired. Target
Oh, that was a lovely SRM hit.
Coordinating our attack.
Your armor's still good. Most of it was actually on the rear, conveniently.
acquired.
Navigating to location.
Yep, just back up.
Holding a designated position.
Jenner, get back as well. Because I am realizing I'm putting you into a little bit of trouble.
New target acquired.
Holding at location.
And what's the range? 283 range for my SRM, so that's important to note, but your weapons all are gone.
That's a confirmed kill on Seto. You
Wow,
did good work,
was that
Commander,
it?
But you just kicked the hornet's nest. I'm picking up multiple units en route. If I were you, I'd get to the landing zone immediately.
Well, I take back what I said
Let's get
about this
on.
direction maybe
Head to
being
the
bad
aiming
for me.
point.
That made for a much more cleaner kill. And we had a good arc, or was it straightaway, especially when dealing with a hunchback of all things.
Following your lead, Commander.
Now, company's gonna be coming. But everyone's in good shape this time around. So let's make it out here completely intact and justify me not investing in the extra insurance. Or do I even want to try jumping down? Nope.
Target acquired.
Hi, Gore. That was too high, dang it.
Target
Yeah!
Well, that's a good way to shut it up.
target destroyed. Target acquired.
We've got your target, Commander.
Alright, everyone, you're free to engage that. What are you looking? You still got armor? Because most of it actually was on the rear, too. Which should be perfectly fine a one-on-one engagement. Or rather, a one-on-4 engagement. Oh, I take that back.
Target acquired.
That was a Manticore, wasn't it? No, it's a Panther.
Low.
Ammo low. CT vulnerable, and so is his arm.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Is that javelin still alive? I ask you for one thing and you don't do it. Now, let's kill this thing quickly before my guys take too much more damage. I thought maybe it would be a good opportunity for a salvage. That may become a mistake quickly.
Target acquired.
Navigating to location.
And there goes half his weaponry, so...
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Nope, that's why you need to move. Alright, so maybe that got a little more tense at the end then, since I had no radar contacts to really know how much I was being tailed there. So I was completely wrong. Taking that long path actually did work out for me. Just for the briefest of time, it felt like a terrible mistake though. So let's get the good news. Let's see how, well, I'm sure I may have gone over the insurance limit now with the, was it the breach on the arm, or at least the armor being stripped. Ooh, we do get a spider. I will happily take that. What else we get? LRM 10. And I don't really have a lot of lasers, but I don't care about the tier 0s. Wow, I only have a single heatsink too. I'll take it. Well, how many LRM 10s do we got? Only 2. So I may as well grab them in case I want to sell them, or eventually may need to get replaced. Oh no, never mind. The insurance is completely covered there. So it worked out perfectly. So that gambit paid off. Oh my, it feels so much nicer when a plan comes together, doesn't it? And look at that damage spread. Only the Jaeger mech didn't take any damage, and even then it was on the rear, which was probably when it was backing off or coming back with us. May have been at risk of losing the Phoenix Hawk arm. That's always a scare. A job well done. The loss of such prominent members of Katrina Command is sure to throw a wrench in the coordinator's invasion plans. Accept our payment, knowing that you have fulfilled your part in defending our realm. Alright, so that was nice. That made up for it incredibly well. And we got 2 mechs for salvage. Don't need to tell you how nice that would be to sell off. So Spider, I don't want to sell. Well, actually, yeah, because I'm pretty much going to get a penalty, aren't I? 20% penalty if I had to guess, so I'm not going to do that. I do also want to remember how much it costs for when I actually do get around to selling it. So 1.2 mil, 1.25 mil. Am I going to remember that? Probably not. Since I haven't really put the effort into trying to remember it's up to this point. And I can still do another mission of some kind here. What does repairs look like if I'm going to repair? 4 days? 7 days? 10 days? And it's the Tutorial we haven't bothered repairing you yet. So yeah, everything's pretty good otherwise. I almost want to just move to another system though if I'm going to repair. Since I don't want to waste 10 days, well, I can go over here. And that's 13 days for a multi-operation mission. So I'll do the repairs there and see if I can get away with that. 10 days is the perfect amount. And they'll be up and operational. How much am I actually paying extra? It's 60% extra duration, was it? 60% longer, but I could deal with 35% extra cost. So we're gonna go to Sadobari rather. Hopefully I'm saying one of those properly. And 13 days, perfect timing. No time is really wasted. Unless I'm going in a direction that doesn't help me for going back to Davion space. That might be the exception there. So what kind of missions do we have here? We are facing Davion. Ooh, and it's a 3 operation mission. And I have no negotiation points with them, so I guess that's to be expected. I was kind of hoping they'd be Davion. Alright, so that doesn't slow me down too much. But is there an industrial world I can go to? Unless I want to go over here, which might make it a slight bit more costly. I almost want to go down here, so we'll hold off on repairing the Centauri for the time being, I guess. And we'll maybe make our way to Ronel. 27 days? Unless I want to... I can go to Barstow later, I suppose. This over here is a little bit closer, and we found, or at least we discovered a handful of different regions. So that'll help a little bit with how I proceed with this. Continue with missions like that, that would be good. And the trader is our high value mission. Ooh, and they're fighting House Katrina. I'm okay with this. And it's 3 operation mission. Assassination and 2 demolitions. That is going to be tricky. Maybe, because I'm going to definitely suffer a lot of attrition damage there. And with that said, let me actually sell the dang spider. Nope, it's the exact same price, or at least that's what it shows here. So, I have no idea if it applies the penalty after I sell it, or because it certainly isn't showing it here. And then we'll sell the locust as well. Get ourselves a little bit extra cash. And there's nothing else to really grab, is there? A Centaurian for 1.5 mil. That seems like a steal, doesn't it? Although it's missing an autocannon arm. Yeah, a lot of these mechs seem like a nice steal. But they're all mechs that we already have, with that said. Alright, I just had me some food, so let's see about maybe doing this high value mission. A once noble Mechwarrior marched into battle under the flag of the Draconis Combine. This warrior represented the best of Katrinian ideals, bringing honor, loyalty, and courage onto the battlefield. Unfortunately, this warrior has abandoned the Bushido code. Not only did they lose their way, they corrupted other sons and daughters of the dragon with their false promises of Davion protection. Interesting. These defectors have crossed the enemy border and are currently beyond our reach, but they are not beyond yours. 2 star system house knows. Oh wait, 2 star system houses. I know Katrina defectors. Okay, 2 star system house known Katrina defectors. I don't know why that threw me off so much. We request that you raid both worlds and purge them of the cowards. The arm of the dragon's justice is long, and your cooperation shall extend it even farther. Unfortunately, that probably means I'm gonna have to go against Davion, so this is one of the rare cases I probably am not gonna do that if I were to be honest. So let's try. Do I dare want to try this triple operation mission? Since I haven't really taken the time to repair the Centaurian yet. And it is gonna cost more. And hell, yeah, I never really took time to go and repair, since after all I didn't want to try and repair here. There is some rare mechs, so maybe if I go there in the next episode I'll probably do it. There is a massive industrial zone near Teredo. So there's at least that. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. The Centaurian's gonna be out of action for a bit, and I'm really uncertain if I want to do this or not. The demolitions have been rough, but if I'm swift and decisive, maybe that's not an issue. I would just need to be smart about this. And we are facing off against Katrina, so that's not a terrible thing for me. I just don't have as much salvage rights or negotiation points for this, which is going to be a bit of an annoyance. So hopefully I can make this work. This is not going to be easy. But what a way to end it off if it works. So the first mission is let's see. It's not a raid, it's not a demolition, but I'm trying to remember what mission it was. Of course, I can't really see the details now. Oh wait, open bounty is it? Alright, so it's assassination, that's what it looked like there. So I think I stick with the same crew I had before here. And I don't have extra tonnage. Nope, I can't get the dragon to kind of upgrade an extra 5 tons. Unless I want to downgrade to the javelin. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. More armor, more speed. Well, not really more speed, but more ammo is probably important here. I'm willing to try this. Since I think I want the Jenner and a couple of smaller units anyway. And I do have the Firestar, which is currently under tonned. Oh, I said currently under ton. Let's see about fixing that quickly. Oh yeah, it's because it's missing its 2 small lasers, that's why. So hopefully I can get that done for the demolitions. So that maxes out, and that's only 4 days. So the mission alone will elapse that long. And then I'll have it available for a demolition. Hopefully. So this is going to be my crew. I did downgrade to a javelin. Which hopefully should be alright, because it is. It does have, yeah, the exact same armor with the lasers on the torso, so it's a little more resilient in that regard, just because of that. So let's get this started. Try my luck. Although, if I go with a nice swift run, or yeah, for the 2 demolitions, if I go really speedy and dash in there, maybe I'll be okay. Although my Phoenix Hawk and Spider, or Javelin, are like my 2 speedy mechs.
Attention. Prepare for
So we'll see what how damaged it looks when we do this assassination.
hangar doors opening. Stand
At the very least, it's a little bit easier, so I may not be too
Reactor
worried.
Online. Sensors
Let's not jinx it
online.
yet.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Our targets have given our employer nothing but problems. We've been hired as a solution. Find them and put them down for good. We'll be on standby to evac once the job is done.
So we're just going to do a nice circular sweep. Pretty self-explanatory. Although I have the heaviest armor, so I kind of want to be in front ideally. While they are kind of figuring out who's going where in the formation. Oh, I can't climb up that, really? Well, so much for that idea. And this doesn't lead me anywhere either, so much for going down east. I guess I'm going to be going north instead because of this layout. And ideally I want to take point.
Live here. It's nice.
You don't want to live here. There's a bunch of Katrina sympathizers which are going to be really angry with you once you retire as a Mechwarrior, since they already hate my guts. Just imagine how they're going to feel about you once I continue my devastation of their units and forces. You don't want to retire here, trust me. Not unless it's no longer at war. Or at least it's no longer a conflict zone. But otherwise, it's pretty quiet at the moment. And please tell me I can climb up here. Damn it. I am really restricted on where I can go. Even jump jets would make that...
Force like
Oh,
this pump me up. I got it.
okay. I was wondering what you were getting at. Partisan, you were going down. You're taking a lot more hits than I like, though.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
So how are we going to get up here? Because it looks like... Yeah, if you look carefully at the map, the only way I can get through is these 2 trenched canyon pathways. That's what it almost looks like. Actually, I think I may see a path now. It involves going around a big circle, sadly. But yeah, you see that canyon where it looks like it opens up in the south end? That might be where I'm going, because otherwise I do not want to take a direct route. It almost seems too much like a trap, but otherwise I think we took no damage besides my arm taking a little bit of hits from the dang partisan. And actually I wanted to turn right here, or left. Now we're going through this canyon pathway whether I like it or not.
By that view. Keep focused.
At least Zapata knows to keep focus. The big question, can I climb up here? That's what I'm really gambling on. It's looking like it. It's looking like it. Because I don't need to tell you how horrible this would be to get a firing line down here. Now we'll just wait for everyone to catch up. And try and get a nice view of this objective which I originally wanted to get to.
Target signed. All units,
Wow, that was easy.
weapons free.
On the move. Moving, Commander.
That was really simple. Now we just gotta flush him out.
Location. Holding a location.
Nope, not hitting my target, sadly. Hard to tell with these trees in the way.
Target destroyed.
Never mind the burst fire.
Target acquired.
What is our target?
Target.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kintaro! I would love to salvage you, but sadly I don't have the salvage rights for it. But you are a short-range damage powerhouse, so
Target acquired.
if Freeman can continue to hit you, I will happily take it.
Heading to location.
Because it seems like you're not cooperating.
Acquired.
He knows it's a trap.
At waypoint.
Oh. They're taking hits too from a fire starter, so I gotta keep an eye on that.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I don't know where the light mech is, but there are a couple of them. And he took some head damage. Can we finish him?
Acquired.
And so far the commander's not coming in, so I'm fine with that.
Target is down.
HUD's almost gone. That's unfortunate. Although this mech has nothing left for the salvage to really matter. So Javelin's in good shape though. We got a good engagement. We basically dealt with all the defenders or the escorts of this commander. Where is he though?
Target acquired.
There you're hiding. If you want to cower, then fine, be that way. Remember, you're a short-range mech, I'm a long-range mech. You know who's gonna win this engagement? I don't think I need to tell you, you should already know.
Incoming missile.
Although you do still have an LR5, so...
Heat critical.
And I want Freeman to help contribute, but I may be blocking his shots right now.
Incoming missile.
Relocating to your order, Commander.
Freeman, can you move up there? I would like you to shoot more. I know it's tricky with such a narrow pathway, but I would like you to join in. You're perfect for this type of circumstance.
Got another one.
That's one less target to worry
There.
about, Commander.
I'm pretty certain it was ridiculous ragdoll effects, but there's another one that kills still. Alright, I thought maybe that was it. Silly me.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Otherwise, we took very minimal damage. Outside of course, my autocannon arm. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's my small arm that took damage.
Target
Which I'm
acquired.
honestly okay with, because that means just lasers be at risk.
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
You know, let's hope. nothing else is shooting, because we still gotta walk. We still got a ways to go. That's even assuming our next target's at the next objective.
Target acquired. Target.
Got it.
Perfect. A trebuchet that took damage everywhere.
Navigating to location.
I wonder how the hell you took damage. Can we get more shots on you though? That's what I would love to know. Because they are getting shots.
Drop 'em before their friends show up.
Oh, well, there's our second target.
Holding a designated position.
We're not getting the best fire angle though.
Dragons Den.
Oh, the trebuchet is getting really close.
Moving to strike.
Not the best angle. We needed to climb up first.
Yeah.
So Freeman, get over there.
Requested grid, Commander.
Locust is not a threat. This thing is.
Holding an nav point.
So long as I could keep hitting it, that's the main thing. Everyone else could deal with the Locust, I'm hoping. And this thing has 2 LRM-15s. Let's not
Target acquired.
underestimate the trebuchet, even if it's not
Destroyed.
in our line of fire. I need to watch for when that thing's actually shooting. No, let's destroy that arm. That's going to be a big deal because he's shooting my Jägermech right now. There, that solves a little bit of my problems.
Focus target has been updated.
Everyone get in there, I guess. Just be careful not to get yourself killed, which is likely to happen.
Incoming missile.
Your missiles missed, I'm afraid to say.
Target.
Primary target is down. Kill confirmed.
Oh crap.
On your target, Commander.
We got more company, but I have the armor for it. So, if I can focus this thing down, draws ire, then I'm doing my job. It's just my javelin that took notable damage.
Heading to location.
There goes. Okay, it's down. So the big threat's dealt with. Where do we evac?
I got it.
Trying to figure out where our evac is.
We've got your target, Commander.
New target acquired.
Aw, really? I didn't realize I was in range because I saw 160 meters, so I was surprised the LRM's fired. There goes almost all your weaponry, so the Jägermech should be safe now. Although it looks like he's pretty beat up.
Target acquired.
Yeah, he lost an Arcam 5, dang it. Oh, we're not done yet, damn it. This is a lot tougher of a mission than what the other ones were.
Acquired.
I have to kill 3 designated targets.
Critical.
So what's Jägermech? It did take a bit of damage. Oh, both its arms are at risk of breaking. Phoenix Hawk is good. And the Javelin's in good shape. So we need to find a good spot for the Javelin, or the Jägermech, to position itself way back.
Target
Since it
acquired.
did lose a bit of its firepower,
Yeah.
I thankfully still have plenty of ammo myself. I saw small lasers, what's shooting?
Target acquired.
And sadly, we have to go past the space to get our next objective.
Enemy destroyed.
And everyone's going. I don't want you going over there, dang it.
On my way. On the move.
Not yet,
At the waypoint.
because we got more friends to deal with. So this mission's still going to go on for a little bit longer, and I am worried about serious damage since, again, this is a 3-operation mission we're trying to do here. So your arm's at risk of breaking, and you lost a good chunk of your firepower too.
I got it. Repositioning, Commander.
Everyone get over there.
Target acquired.
Clean up the next bit of this rabble. We should be able to clear the base now, hopefully.
Target destroyed.
Heading to location.
Alright, just gotta keep an eye on Freeman.
Target acquired.
His health may look good, but those arms could fall off at any moment if we engage any kind of mech with decent firepower.
Holding a designated position.
Oh, and speaking of which,
Target acquired.
Focus target received, Commander.
clear my vision. Clear my line of fire. We have to kill this thing. Because machine guns are probably the worst thing that can go through our hull.
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
Freeman, get closer, because I see you backing up there towards the enemy firing line.
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That team
Yep.
going critical.
There goes 2 of your autocans because of that.
Commander. With you.
New
So you're not going to be very helpful for our next engagement, sadly. And that is going to be a little bit of repair. Where can I put you, though? Because this looks like this is our engagement line. Unless I could shoot across the chasm.
Navigating to location.
If I can shoot the objective from here, that would probably be the best case situation for me.
On the move.
But it's not looking likely.
target acquired.
I still got plenty of ammo, though.
Target destroyed.
That's the best I could ask for. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and bait them back over here somehow.
Location.
Although with how the
Moving, Commander.
Kitaro was not obliging me before, this is probably not gonna
Target is in
work.
the field, Commander. They're marked on your tactical display.
There they are, now I just gotta draw them over.
Target destroyed.
Jägermech should be hanging back.
Heading to location.
Target acquired.
So that's a javelin, or is it? Or not a javelin, but a panzer.
Moving, Commander.
So let's keep that from shooting us at long range, I did. Uh-oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're losing your arm, of course.
Repositioning, Commander.
acquired.
Yep, now you lost 4 of your weapons.
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
So you're not helpful at the moment. So this Panzer's like the scariest mech because of its range. And there's an urban mech to worry about too.
New target acquired.
He's got an autocan 10. I kind of want to deal with the urban mech since I can sort of dodge these PPCs, sort of. But who knows how my other mechs are doing.
Navigating to location.
Just start shuffling over.
Target acquired.
Although
Get your waypoint.
the big problem, that urban mech could be coming around that corner anytime. Since I don't see it yet. That's what I'm afraid of.
Target acquired.
You are cored in the CT. Oh boy.
Moving to requested location.
I know I'm not using that javelin anymore.
On the move.
That's kind of what I figured.
On station.
That's what I goddamn figured.
Reporting component loss.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Alright, finish this thing off. It's not much of a close range fighter.
Commander, good job. I have all targets showing up as KIA on my scopes.
Oh
Great
boy,
work.
that was rough.
Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac point.
So, I only lost... Well, I'm about to lose all my weapons, so let's not get too excited yet on that Phoenix Hawk. Javelin still's in decent shape, but it's not combat worthy anymore, and Jägermech is useless.
At the waypoint.
That was definitely costly. But it's a success. I just was not for the life of me expecting 3 assassination targets, compared to the high value mission, which was only a single one. But maybe we can make these next 2 demolitions work. Since speed is kind of the name of the game, we're just gonna have to see what we have available first before I could commit to that. What do we have? What do we have? Don't leave me in suspense. So, if this all goes well, I will get to level 7. There's a lot of salvage. Oh my god, I do get the Centurion. What other stuff do we get though? Because I'm not getting any other salvage, I'll tell you that much. Just a single laser looks like. But I am kind of in need of extra lasers since I just lost one and apparently I'm limited on my current reserves. But yeah, that's a lot of money. A lot of repairs, and it was all on the Jaeger mech. That is unfortunate. Everyone's still healthy though, at least, so there's that. So this next one's a demolition, so we want speed. Speed is the name of the game. Is having all my Mechwarrior going to be good for this? As odd of a question as that might be. Because my dragon's still functional, if nothing else. That's the only really good thing I have here. And definitely not going to have the Jaeger mech, so... this I'm afraid of. To an extent. And actually... yeah, because... how? Actually, let me take a look. Can it give me specifics? No, just demolition is all I know. I was wondering how many days I would have, because maybe I could repair my dragon for a 3rd mission. Let's see. Yeah, 8 days. It is possible, depending on what kind of mission it is. But damage is kind of minor enough. I think we'll cut one of the dragons out. We're doing something a little bit different here. Just a slight bit. And actually we'll have Freeman have his Jenner since he's so fond of it. Or at least that's what I'm going to assume. And the Shadowhawk, you have speed, you have armor, you should be okay for this. We're going to hit this hard and we're going to hit it fast. Difficulty 21. I may regret this. Especially with me being in, like, well, my Firestar is decently armored, to be honest. I just never bothered to do the repairs on for the dragon.
Our employer is looking to disrupt hostile forces by targeting their food supplies. This is all they have, so expect them to converge on you quickly once they see you as a threat. But remember,
that's the plan.
The primary objective is destroying the facility itself.
Let's give this thing a try, shall we? It is a massive opening though, so I'm gonna have a hard time with this.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Everyone go over there full speed.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
We're just gonna destroy everything.
Got another one.
And hopefully,
Grid received.
let's hope this doesn't get my friendlies killed.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls them to wipe them off the face of this system.
Taking heavy damage.
We're moving.
They're taking damage. Let's hope
Doing
this...
heavy damage to
they're
enough
doing their job.
facility structures.
And by jobs means destroying these targets.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
Holding a designated position.
facility's gone cold. All power signatures gone. No one's going to be able to utilize this complex for quite a bit. Time to get out of here,
So,
Commander.
yep, that's the plan.
Target
Let's get you out of
All
here,
right.
Commander. Stand by.
The Shadowhawk took some damage, but that's also because it's like the biggest mech there, but that worked out nicely. There was no destroyed components, but the Shadowhawk was limping a bit. Can we do it one more time, though? Since, again, I did not repair the dragon, which can be a... Well, that's not a huge issue. It should still have enough armor for what I have in mind. I'm just hopeful my lance mates will target the structure as opposed to the other mechs or the other targets. And there wasn't a lot of salvage, the big downside of this. And yep, still a lot of damage. Mostly on the Shadowhawk, but I don't plan on taking that next. One more time. Can we do it once more? Because I do want to take the dragon for this. I don't want to take... What other mech could I take if I'm going to take any? Because this javelin's likely going to die. So I think we stick with what we got. And hope this doesn't bite me in the ass, especially with the general so kind of damaged a notable amount. It's do or die time. Hopefully the dragon's up for the task at hand. It is another demolition, right? Yeah, it looks like it. If only I had extra fresh mechs, an extra light mech available, that would be good. I'm not comfortable with the javelin though. And at least I don't have high tier weaponry on these mechs. And oh my god, I'm at like almost 9 mil. I'm gonna be at like maybe 10 million after this mission. So this might make up for it. At least it'll pay for all the lost components, despite how big of a deal I make that first assassination mission. Or at least the first of these 3. Since it did feel really damn costly. Now, let's do this once more. We have a little more damage. I ideally would like something that has more cover.
Enemy forces
And
have
it's not
established
really
a
more
base
cover.
in this area. We've been contracted to burn it to the ground and leave nothing left to be used by hostile forces. Good hunting.
And my rear armor is almost exposed, but at the same time I have like almost no rear armor on me, so it's not like I took a lot of damage.
On the move.
Dragon's gonna be limping behind a bit.
Navigating to location.
At least the canyon will help a little bit once we get in there. It's just a question if the structures give me some support.
Forming on the commander.
And by that I mean they're like big and obscuring. They obscure a lot of their targeting.
acquired. Missile.
And I got missiles on me.
I got it.
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
That's the plan. Destroy everything. Try to anyway, and don't get killed, please. That's all I could ask. If you survive, then that's a big bonus.
Incoming missile.
Nice and simple, destroy everything.
Progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
Holding an nav point. Holding a designated position.
Now turn around and don't let your rear get hit, ideally.
You've managed to demolish about half of the target's buildings. Crack on, Commander.
My rear's exposed, keep that in mind. We're almost there, just a little more.
This area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home.
Now, what the heck is the last bit of this?
Right leg disabled.
Oh boy.
Moving, Commander.
I don't know what's the remaining 17% though, that's what scares me.
Having a location.
What's left, damn it?
Check your target.
What is damn left? My rear's completely exposed.
The facility's gone cold. All power signature's gone. No one's going to be able to utilize this complex for quite a bit. Time to get out of here, Commander.
Let's get out of here fast. That was a lot scarier than it needed to be, and I actually could get killed, sniped in a moment.
Taking too much damage. Component lost.
A little bit more. I still got... This is not what I wanted, though.
At the waypoint.
I wish I had jump jets for this. Because we're almost out. They're still alive, and that's the best thing I could ask for.
Relocating to nav point.
Just stay alive there. I know you're low health. You're taking a crap ton of damage. I'm causing you more pain. I'm causing you more damage than necessary.
Component lost. I repeat, component lost.
Oh boy. There was a lot of stumbling there trying to find all the structures to destroy, and apparently the piping counts towards it. That made it a lot more painful, just on its own. And of course getting stuck on the rocks did not help me. But we did it. We damn well did it. If only had one extra mech to take some of those hits, spread out the damage, and make that a little bit faster. Not quite respected yet. Not quite, but I do have an Arcan 5 to recover, and yeah, that was a lot of damage. The dragon just barely survived, apparently, and so did my Jenner, but surprisingly, my Jenner is still relatively intact. It's just my dragon for being a bigger, bulkier mech. And apparently they did absolutely no damage. So I wonder what the hell they were doing. I hope I didn't tell them to cease fire, dang it. But they may have been the reason why I survived that. So I'm at 9 million C-bills, and I'm about to sell myself a Centaurian. Where is it? Now I just gotta make sure. You're the one I want to sell. Perfect. And then, what else did I have? There was another mech, wasn't there? I thought there was. Nope, we look good. So, at the end of the day, ooh, there was some serious injury still. I hope that was just... I'm hoping that wasn't anything too serious. You were in the dragon. So we got some repairs needing to be done, but we're okay. We're at 10 million, so I like to think this episode has been very damn profitable, despite how I make it sound. Thank you everyone for tuning in, good God. It was a long episode, or at least longer than usual, and a damn tense one. But we're making good progress. I will see you next time.